Scratch videos. I am looking at the last point of our last project where I had lots of sprites that are on our screen, and what I want to look at this video is how can I use the blocks on the left hand side to move our sprites. Now for that I've probably got too many sprites here, so let me remove some of them. So I have this box here where I can click on it and you can see that he's moving. So I'm going to keep this block here, but what I really want to get is I want to go to events, and I want to take across one of these boxes. So this one's the one I'm looking at. Space key is pressed. Now it says space key there, and actually let's leave that. So if I have the space key now, if I press space, for most games where we have a character, we have some sort of directional keys, whether they're the arrow keys or WASD on your keyboard. Rather than using the space key, I'm going to hit the drop down box here, and we have a list of all the useful keys on our keyboard. And for us, I'm going to click the right arrow. And so now when I press the right arrow, the cat moves. If I want to have this so that I can move the cat around the screen, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to right click on this block and click duplicate. I'll put that here. I'm going to change this to be the left arrow. So if I can go move right, I should be able to move left. So if I press the right arrow, let's bring our character back to the middle. If I press the right arrow, he's moving to the right hand side. If I press the left arrow, oh, our character's still moving. No matter what key I press, our character's moving in the same direction. And the issue that we have here is that we have move 10 steps. If I wanted my character to move back toward the left hand side of the screen, I would need to change this to -10. -10. And now, if I press left, I move my character that way. And if I press right, I move him this way. So that's quite nice. I can only move my character left or right. And what I really want to do is I want to be able to move them further. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the 10 steps. And I'm going to add in go to. So in our go to, we're going to give a X and Y coordinate. And our X and Y coordinate will allow us to specifically point at where we want to go. And so if I move the mouse this way here, the mouse when I hit the right arrow, it jumps to a specific point. Now, jumping to a specific point is not very good, but it'll allow us a starting point of what we want to do. So we need to do a couple of things here. We need to go back to our variables block, and we need to create two variables for my X position. So we'll call this X pause for X position. And this is just for this sprite. And I also need to make another one here, and you can guess what this is going to be. This is going to be the Y position. So that once we have an X position and a Y position variable, rather than having our numbers specifically written in here of -41 or 47, we can use our variables. We have our X plane, which moves across the screen, and we have our Y plane that moves up and down the screen. And using those two coordinates, we can position our sprite in any location on the screen. So I have these variables here. So I need to go back to my events, and I need to set my starting point. So when I click the flag, I need to go to my variables, and I need to set my variable. Which variable I'm going to set? I'm going to set X position. I'm going to set that to, let's go 0, 0 for center. And then I also need to set my variable Y. Because I need to add in here that we are going to go to our X position and our Y position. So now when I click the green flag, we move to the center of the screen. I'm actually going to delete this, and I'm going to separate this out for one moment. I'm going to copy that, duplicate, and I can get rid of that one. Delete. So now when I click the right arrow, I'm going to go to the X position, the Y position. But the thing here is that I want to alter one of those positions. If I alter my X position, I want to be able to move the character in one plane or in the other plane. So here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to change my variable, and if I'm hitting the right arrow, that's on the X plane, I'm going to change my variable by 10. and then I'm going to go to that position. So let me hit the flag, and as I hit the arrow, the right key, you can see that I'm moving. So we now can take this block here, duplicate that. So this can be the left arrow. This block here, if I press the left key, I'm still moving right. So this needs to be changed to -10. So now I can move backwards and I can move forward. You can see that up in the block here, I can see what the current position is. So now, if I start this again, I can press up and I move up. I can press down and I move down. I can press left and I move left. And I can press right and I can move right.